Okay, today we have AB, who is a qualified electrician. We are pretty much interested in knowing the trade. So we're going to have a short interview about a day in the life of an electrician, trying to understand who you are, what you do, and all those sorts of things. So just to kick it off, what made you decide to become an electrician?
Well, it actually started long before, when I was still in school. I was a bit of a weird child, I liked my science and maths, so I was a bit of a nerd in that regard. So especially with science, because I got the opportunity to go into electrical stuff where I could do electrical circuits, I could play around with electrical equipment, and I was fortunate enough to have somebody in the family who was an electrician. So it grew from there. So it was a bit of an inspiration for me to go into the field.
I see. So basically, in every trade, there has to be a certain training that somebody has to go through for them to qualify. So how long does the training take for a person to become an electrician?
With me, I was lucky enough to get an apprenticeship with a big manufacturing company. So how long it took for me was that it was a span of 3 years. And in that 3 years, we had 1 year of simulated practicals. And in the other 2 years, we did maintenance in the plant. So we did from basic maintenance of equipment to electrical systems. And furthermore is that in every year of the three, we had to do a trimester in college. This is where you did your needed courses. These are your end courses.
I understand. Having employment problem in South Africa, not only in South Africa because we know it's a worldwide problem. So how did you get your first job as an electrician?
When I was still an apprentice with my company, what happened was that you write something called a trade test. This is part of your 3-year training, and at the end of that, if you do well and you pass your trade test, you are then a qualified electrician. So in that regard, now I was able to become a resource. And when you're a resource, then your company wants to keep you because now you're available to them. So I was lucky enough to get that opportunity. My company decided that because I have been working there with them, they've invested their time and their resources to make me become the electrician that I am. Then they decided to absorb me as an electrician. And this is what people normally do. This is what companies normally do.
Speaking about your company, in the field that you are in currently, describe your working typical day. How is it like in a daily basis? What do you do?
My day, it differs. It differs, and this is the exciting part about my job. This is why I love it. Okay. I work about 40 hours a week, and in this 40 hours, obviously, I do maintenance. That's the basic, that's the crux of my work. I do maintenance. So I go and do maintenance of equipment, of machinery, and I do maintenance of electrical systems. Yeah. So, but then you do get call-outs for after hours. So, but even though you work extra hours, you are still happy because you get remunerated for that. So it's quite exciting as well. So yeah, that's basically how it works. But then if you do want to go private as well, there's something that is called a wireman's certificate. Okay. So what happens is that it equips you in such a way that you are able to install and sign off domestic installations. Yeah. And this all kind of opens doors for you to do some private work and some extra money on the side.
Yeah. Sounds like very interesting stuff. given what you mentioned about the maintenance in your workplace and the private jobs that you do, how safety conscious should you be in your work?
Well, in every career, in every field, you have to be safety conscious. I mean, it's not only in the electrical field, but with that said, you do have to be safety conscious, but it's not something out of the ordinary. These things you learn as you go, when you're still in your training, when you're still in school, they teach you about how to be safety conscious. So it's not something that's too out of the ordinary, but it's something that you learn as you go by, and you should be well equipped by the time you're a qualified electrician.
Yeah, well, I understand, because safety is a prerequisite for every trade, regardless of what it is. So now this is the part of the interview where I get excited. If somebody wants to become an electrician, like you've explained, how much can I really earn being an electrician?
Well, as you can see, I'm a heady person, so it should give you an idea of how much really a person gets. But electricians make a good living.
Okay.
I make a good living. So you are sure that the moment you qualify as an electrician, you are going to get a good living. And companies know the worth of the people that they're hiring.
Okay.
So they tend to give them really what they deserve. Like I said before, you get your wireman's certificate, your wireman's license.
Yeah.
Yes, and that opens doors because it helps you if you want to do private work.
Yeah.
So you can do your installations, you can sign off on domestic installations. So you're good to go. Really, it's a really broad field, but you are a happy person as an electrician, and given that you are passionate about what you do, it doesn't really feel like work.
With the extra money you've just mentioned right now, you really sold me into becoming an electrician. So basically, I now understand what an electrician is, what they are all about, and what they can offer. It is a very interesting trade indeed. So AB, I would like to wish you all the best in your future endeavor as far as being an electrician is concerned. Surely this can sell a lot of people who are interested into becoming an electrician one day. I thank you, sir.
No, thank you.